All right, guys, so we're talking today about how do we do conversions between fractions, decimal, percent, because remember, this is something that we use every single day, all right? So now here we have decimal number, which is 0.286, right? So 0.286. Now, between these two, you always got to find out which one is easier. So now let's say you are on the test, whichever is faster for you, that's the one you do first. And then you go for the next one, right? So you have 0.286. Now, let's say you're going for percent. Percent, remember, it's always, because they say percent, because this one is decimal going to percent, that means you have to do what? Multiply by 100. That's what it means. Or you move your decimal place twice to the right. So either or, okay? Again, either you move your decimal place twice to the right, or what do? You multiply by 100. So let's go by moving the decimal place twice to the right, because that one could be easier. So you have your decimal place here. So it's once and twice. So here is your decimal place now. So you end up with 28.6%. Just like that. Okay? And nothing else to do. But now for those who want to multiply also by 100, of course you can do that. And then you end up with the same answer. So you can try that, okay? All right? So I trust you guys. Now, let's say now that you're coming from the decimal to a fraction. So you're going from decimal to fraction. So you have 0.286, so to a fraction. Now, that means you have to count the decimal places that you have. How many decimal places do we have? Right? So we get back to the original problem, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3 digits after the decimal point. So that's a thousandth, okay? So if it's 1 digit after decimal point, we know that, which is a tenth. If it's 2 of them, it's hundredth. If it's 3 of them, it's a thousandth. That means what? That just means you take this number, the 286, and you divide it by 1,000. That's what it means, okay? So once you do that, now you have a fraction. But remember, fractions always is something that you need to reduce to the lowest term, always and always. In math, that's how it goes. So that means, can we now reduce this one to the lowest term? Now, if you look at the top number here, is 286, which is what? An even number. So an even number is always divisible by 2. If you take 1,000, 1,000 also is an even number, so it's also divisible by 2. Now we're doing this manually. We're not using calculators, all right? So that's the reason why, we're going to explain this. So that means what? We're dividing this one by 2, and we're dividing this one by 2. And what are you going to get? So 286 divided by 2. So in this one, it's pretty simple. You just take each digit divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is giving you what? 1. 8 divided by 2 will give you what? 4. And 6 divided by 2 will give you what? 3. Now, 1,000 divided by 2, we all know it's going to give you what? 500. So now you have 500 here, and then you have 146. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are finished. You cannot go further than this one. So you end up with 143 divided by over 500. So you have your decimal, and then you have your percent also over here. And you finish. All right? Thank you.